What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode. Look, we all love bacon, all right? And it's expensive in the stores. So, why not take like a $30 thing of pork belly and turn it into our own bacon? You only need a few ingredients, but this bacon recipe, I promise you, it'll be like nothing you've ever had in your entire life. So, let's see what we need. All right, guys, first thing we need, of course, our pork belly. Um, this is a 10-pound pork belly. This cure is good for up to 10 pounds. We also need salt, brown sugar, black pepper, crushed red pepper flakes, bay leaves, and last but not least, 8 cloves of garlic. We're going to crush these guys up in a little bit. So the first thing we need to do, let's get our cup that we're going to mix this all in. Oh, and if you guys want, you can use the pink curing salt, but that's not very healthy for you. And people have been salting and curing meats way before there was that curing salt that's full of nitrates and nitrates. But if you want to use the curing salt, 2 teaspoons of the pink curing salt. But so salt, we need 6 tablespoons. All right. 4 tablespoons of our brown sugar. I got 2 tablespoons of black pepper here. I already measured it out and crushed it up in my mortar. And anyways, I use the peppercorns because when you freshly crack this, oh, there's nothing like fresh cracked black pepper. Bay leaves. We need 8 of these bay leaves, and we are going to break these guys up. All right, now just take your bay leaves and just break them up. Next up, crushed red peppers. We need 4 teaspoons. All right, and now take your mixture and let's just mix that all together. If you have any brown sugar chunks, break them apart. Make sure everything is blended well. All right, that looks decent. That looks decent in my opinion. Now, at this point in the game, if you want to cut your pork belly down so they fit in a 1 gallon Ziploc baggie, go right on ahead and do that. But I'm going to wrap mine up in cellophane. Don't worry, I did not forget about the garlic. We'll get to that here in a moment. So, now at this stage, let's just sprinkle on that cure, friends. Do not be shy. You are going to want to use about half of this because we got to do the other side as well. Alrighty. Now at this point, grab a few garlic cloves. And let's just crush these guys down. Crush them up with your palm and just place them on the pork belly. If they come apart, that's a-okay. That's just more surface area. Alright, let's move our belly to our cellophane. We're just going to do a nice little quick cover. Now I got my tray. Let's do the same on the opposite side, friends. This point here, we can just kind of just sprinkle this on. Well, I believe the butcher lied to me. This is more than 10 pounds. All right, well, I'm going to make another half a batch. All right, that looks decent. Crush up your garlic. Let's get that out of the way for now. Well, let me clean up. And I'm going to add the rest of my cure on the opposite side. Not that you need it, but it's always nice to have. Now, when you wrap this up, wrap it really well. There's going to be a lot of moisture that comes out. Homemade bacon is very simple, but it's time consuming. All right. Now let's just rub that cure in, guys. Both sides. Put this on a tray, and every day when you wake up or sometime in the day, rub it and flip it. Do that every day for a whole week. And don't worry about the sides, because the sides will get cured. There's going to be so much moisture that comes out, it's going to spread around the entire thing. You will see. So, all right, let's throw her in the fridge. Day 2, you guys, rub it. Rub those seasonings around. There's liquid in here because that sugar and that salt is drawing all that moisture out. So let's flip her over. And same thing, let's just rub this around. Get those sides. There we go. She's rubbed down, flipped, throw her back in the fridge. All right, folks, after a week of curing, you want to get your wire rack. We're going to rinse this off into the sink. So if you did what I did and you wrap this up really well, don't bother trying to unwrap it. And before you do this part, make sure there's no soap in your sink. And as the days went on by, the pork belly has really firmed up. All right, now on cold water, we're going to rinse all this cure off. It has done its job. It should be penetrated nice and deep in your pork belly. Now the next step, friends, dry this off. Now I'm smoking this, so I want this thing to be as dry as possible. If you're not smoking it, well, you can dry it off, but it doesn't have to be as dry as how I'm going to do it. Because with moisture, water acts like a barrier so the smoke won't penetrate. And I'm placing this on a wire rack just so air underneath can help dry it all off. And just pat this dry. All right, now that this is pat as dry as possible, I'm just going to place this wire rack over the pan. And so with the pork belly on the rack, let this sit and dry for between 2 to 4 hours. If you're smoking this, you want this to be as dry as possible. All right, guys, then whether you're going to smoke this or bake it in the oven, you want the internal temperature to be 155 degrees Fahrenheit in the fattest part of the meat. And if you guys are curious on what kind of wood I am using, I am smoking the pork belly with hickory wood. And I'm trying to maintain a temperature of about 250 degrees. So in your oven, put that to 250 and slowly raise that temp up to 155. This here is our beautiful hickory smoked bacon. I'm going to wait, let this cool down, and then when it comes time to cut it, I'll bring you guys back.
2,000 years later.
Ladies and gentlemen, our bacon has now cooled down to the point where we can start chopping it up. So in the beginning of this episode, I thought this was a 10-pound pork belly. Well, it's 12 and a half pounds. That's why I made an extra half. But why don't we cut into this and see how it really tastes? We have to square off the edge. You see, when you square off the edge, these things are called the scrap pieces, which can do a lot for all of your home cooking. Oh, wow. Mm. This is wonderful. You taste the salt, obviously. There's a little sweetness, a kiss of spice, and garlic is hanging out in the background there. This is bacon, and I promise you, folks, like you have never had in your entire life. And the smokiness, it's just, folks, this is absolutely wonderful. Even if you don't smoke this, and it's still going to be wonderful. I don't know if I can stop eating this. I mean, this seriously just got off the smoker about 30 minutes ago. Mm. I'm telling you, if you guys make this, this will be the one and only bacon recipe that you make. Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, hit that thumbs up. Follow me, comment down below, and make sure your notifications are turned on so you know when I have a new episode. Thanks, folks.